This is sad because it reminds me of the last few days when my granny was alive. And she didn't die of cancer or anything, but she was locked away in like a hospital for the last few months of her life, and she didn't really recognize anybody anymore. She was super like aware of everything. Oh God, sorry, that's gonna sound terrible. She was super aware of everything, like her entire life, and right up until she went into hospital. But as soon as she went into hospital, and she was starting to get treated for I can't remember what it was she had something in her leg that spread through her body and affected her blood, but she was in hospital for a few months before she died, and her mind just completely went. And I remember going in one time with my sister to see her, and we were talking to her, and my granny was like, "Is Sean going to come in to visit us?" And I was sitting right next to her, and she didn't know who I was. And that was really sad. Again, she didn't die of cancer or anything. It's just reminding me of it. And I need to move on, or I won't be able to move on.
Oh, I'm so sorry for blubbering like an idiot. And it may not seem like there's a good reason to. Watching that for some people out there, they don't understand, but I feel a connection to people every time I meet someone who's a fan of mine and says that I inspired them to do something. That's what makes me more proud of my decision of what I'm doing in my life. And goddamn, I'm not. I gotta think of manly things. Guns, explosions. Oh, man. All I can say is thank you, guys. I can only say that over and over and over again. Thank you guys for believing in me, and thank you guys for being here for me, and thank you guys for letting me have the chance to live this life. And I'm glad that you guys put your trust in me. And I don't ever want to betray that trust, so. I spoke with my family, too, about the DC trip, and a lot of people from my small hometown are talking about me, and it's interesting. That's about all I can say. It's interesting, because I can't compare it to anything else I've ever done in my life, and I know that things are just going to get weirder and weirder and weirder, and I love every second of it. For as long as I have, I'll love every second of it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for suffering through this with me. If this was an ordeal for you, it was an ordeal for me too. But just thank you guys so much. I'm always going to be grateful of what you guys have done for me and what you guys have allowed me to do. So one last time, thank you. And as always, I will see you.
And Clem. Keep that hair short.
I will. I'll cut it myself.
Great. Good. And also...
What is it?
No, don't worry. All right. I'll miss you.
Me too.
Oh, fuck that.
Sure you do, actually, but it doesn't have to be that way, right? Well, There's a lot of stuff I don't understand. I don't even know if it's possible for me to understand it, but I know that this isn't my only story. I can see that now, really clearly, and I think everyone else has had that same kind of experience. Some kind of deja vu. It's the third eye, right? Anyway, I could be totally wrong about this, but I really think you might be able to do something. I think you might be able to go back, or however you want to put it, to go back and tell them what's going to happen. If they know ahead of time, then they should be able to avoid it. They should. If they remember their time with me in the other worlds, they should remember what I tell them. Yeah, I really think this might be possible, but it's up to you.
선아, 아빠 봐, 선아, 아빠 말 들어. 아줌마 옆에 끝까지 꼭 붙어 있어야 돼. 알았지? 부산은 안전할 테니까. 그러니까.
가지 마! 가지 마! 내가 잘못했어. 가지 마. 가지 마. 제발 가지 마. 가지 마. 나랑 같이 있어. 가지 마. 가지 마. 가지 마. 제발 가지 마.
That was an adventure. That was an adventure. I need to... damn it. Oh, God, I cannot get through a single sentence. Can I watch this explain it again? Can I watch that one again? I'd really like to watch that again.
Short steps, deep breath. Everything is alright. Why do my words always lose their meaning? If you're with me, everything's alright.
Oh. Above all else, above anything that I'm trying to say here, I just want to say thank you guys so much for believing in me and what I do. But more importantly, like infinitely more importantly, thank you guys so much for believing in each other. Because I know this community is going to keep growing, and I know that we're going to hit more milestones down the road, and that's cause for celebration. But the real thing that we always need to remember is that we are here for each other. And we have to be, because some people out there, you know, some people in these videos, they don't have anyone else, and they turn to me and they turn to everyone else who reaches out in this community. And I'm honored that you've taken that to heart, and that you strive to do better in the world, and that you want to drive good back into the world, and using this community as a platform to promote that goodwill is the best thing that I could hope for. Because I want you guys to know that I'm a person, you know. I want you guys to know that I'm an individual, you know. You can call me Markiplier or Mark or whatever. I'm the same person. I'm always going to be the same person. I'm always going to be me, and I'm always going to be honest with you. And I really, really hope that you guys believe me when I say that I care about what you do and who you are. Because I can't know you on an individual level, and I'm speaking you as in the whole. I can't know every 8 million people on an individual level, and that's what tears me up inside. Because I want to. Because I know there's people that need me to talk to them, and I can't do that. I know there's people that need me. And I want to be there for them so badly. I do. I want to bear the burden for them. I would bear it. But I can't. And that's what sucks the most about it. But, here's the but, it's coming. But that's where you guys come in. That's where you can help me. You can help me by reaching out to those that need help the most. Because I can do a lot. I can do a lot, and that's why I need to stand, you know, on the soapbox telling you guys to be good. That's why I need to do that. And that's why I'm so proud that you guys have. Oh, man. And I just had to watch this on Father's Day. I didn't even know that it was Father's Day until people started telling me on Twitter. And, oh, man. If you didn't know, my dad is the greatest guy I've ever met in my life, and I'm only me, and I know that I only have the values that I have because he instilled them in me, and I'd like to think that I'm passing on those values to you guys in some small way or another. And I don't mean to keep harping on sad stuff. I don't want to. I want this to be happy, and I want this to be, you know, good for everybody to enjoy. So I'm probably just gonna wrap this up because I've been recording for a long time now. So at the end of it all, thank you guys so much for being here for me. And thank you guys so much for being there for each other. Thank you. Markiplier sings badly. I think his name is James. Thank you, Ebbs Arcade. Was that the channel name? I really hope it is. If I get it wrong, I'm such an a-hole. Thank you, Ems, for singing and composing that song and all the other things that you've done. And thank you to everyone for every piece of fan art, every well wish, every good, you know, intention. Just thank you all so much for everything that you've done. It's a debt that I can never, ever repay, but I'm more than happy to keep trying.
Words when a smile says it all. And if this world won't brighten an ending, what will it take just for me to have it all? Does my pen only I write bitter words for those who are dear to me? Is it love if I take you, or is it love if I set you free? The ink flows down into a dark puddle. How can I write love into reality if I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat? What do you call love in your reality? And in your reality, if I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be.
And as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you liked it, punch that like button in the face like a boss! And high fives all around. Whoosh, whoosh. Well, thank you guys, and I will see all you dudes in the next video!